The oldest passenger helicopter service in the world will fly for the final time tomorrow. The service between the Isles of Scilly and the UK mainland has been running since the 1960s, but the operating company says it's no longer profitable. The Isles are 30 miles from Land's End, and many residents fear they'll become increasingly isolated, as John Kay reports.
It's only a 20-minute flight, but it's made a big difference, connecting the Isles of Scilly with the mainland. For tourists, the helicopter has meant an exhilarating start to a holiday. But for the 2,000 people who live on the islands, it has meant much more.
It's crucial, really. It's our sort of link to and from the islands. So yeah, it's an important part of life, really.
The helicopter has been flying for 5 decades, making it the world's oldest passenger service. The company which runs it didn't want to be interviewed, but it claims the operation is no longer viable. So tomorrow, 50 jobs will go, and the blades will stop turning.
Of course, there are other ways of getting on and off these islands, but people here say they're just not as reliable as the helicopter. Take the passenger ferry. It doesn't run during the winter months. It'll stop this weekend and won't resume again until March.
There are planes as well, but they sometimes can't fly in bad weather. Islanders like Mike and Julia think more should have been done to protect the helicopter service. They've relied on it to get to the mainland for medical treatment, and they worry the alternatives won't be suitable.
This is an isolated community, and there are a fair number of people living here with mobility problems, and life is going to be extremely difficult for them once the helicopter's gone.
Crucially, the helicopter brings in tens of thousands of holidaymakers every year, and businesses feel let down.
It's like a downward spiral, really. Fewer visitors, higher fares, and a gradual sort of erosion of our economy.
Foxtrot Juliet with 2-5 total.
People here want the same kind of transport subsidies from government that some of the Scottish islands receive. But for now, the end of the holiday season feels more like the end of an era. John Kay, BBC News, on the Isles of Scilly.